All right, buddy. Welcome to Grue, and thank you so much for taking time and coming on the show. I appreciate it.
Appreciate for the invite. Thanks for having me. So,
Of course, of course. So the first thing I want to start out asking you is what age did you learn to skate?
yeah, I started playing hockey kind of as long as I can remember. Once I kind of learned how to walk, that's as soon as I kind of put skates on. So, my dad used to make a rink in the backyard, and my mom's got tons of photos of me ripping out on there when I was 2 or 3 years old. So,
Oh my God, I love it.
yeah.
So your passion for this this great sport, hockey, like your passion for hockey started at a very young age.
Yeah, hockey's kind of always been the thing in our family. My dad's super passionate about hockey. He's always played it. Um, like growing up, watching him play hockey in our hometown, and then that kind of obviously inspired me to kind of love the sport, and I just grew up around it. So
Nice. And you grew up in Canada, and there's a few teams. So which NHL team did you follow the most?
yeah, I've always been a Oilers fan growing up. As long as I can remember, my kind of the same thing. My dad loves the Oilers, so I grew up sitting on the couch every night watching the Oilers with him. So
Nice. And what about what was the first hockey game you actually went to as a fan? Like just, the first NHL game you went to.
I uh I went to a game in Arizona when I was like 7, I think. My family went there on a vacation with my grandparents, and we ended up going to a couple Coyotes games back then. That I remember watching like Ekman Larson on that team. So
Nice. And when did you like start playing hockey for like school like you I'm sure you played it in in high school and stuff, and I saw like the first team that you play with I think was the Northeast Wolfpack, right?
yeah, I started like playing on a hockey team and playing games when I was only 3. I'm from a really small town, and the youngest group, it's like under 6 or something. They didn't have enough players. They didn't have enough guys for a team, so my mom was like, "Whatever, he's 3. We'll try him out in here," and I loved it. So
Was that the team, the Northeast Wolfpack? Was that the
no, that would have been my hometown, Porcupine Plain Blues. I started playing on the Wolfpack when I would have been 9. So
Not really?
yeah,
Wow, you've been on teams since you were three.
yeah. Hmm.
Damn, that's really impressive. Like you've been definitely doing it literally your whole entire life. Like that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's sweet. I think kind of being the younger guy on a team like that definitely helped out a lot. So
Oh yeah, definitely. And from the Northeast Wolfpack, you went and played for the Silver Tips. And how did that all come about? Like playing for them, playing for the Silver Tips.
yeah, so the Silver Tips are in the Western League, and that's kind of growing up around where I'm from, kind of the Western Canada area. The Western League is kind of everyone's goal. You kind of grow up watching the teams around me, like Prince Albert and Saskatoon. And then once I kind of got to be 14, 15 years old, that's when I kind of started to realize that like, okay, this is coming reality. And then they have their 16-year or their 15-year-old bantam draft, and I got drafted by Everett to go play for them. So
Oh my God, that's great.
yeah.
And I see like it says that that you would play deep defense, but you also play offense too. So is it like a mixture of both?
Well, my like positionally, I'm called a defenseman, but like I do like to get in on the offense a little bit. I've kind of always just been that guy growing up, kind of the two-way game, I'd call it. So
Yeah. So when you're playing, when you're on the ice, is it always a little bit of both, like offense and defense?
yeah, it's kind of just situational. Like it's kind of hard to explain, but anything can kind of happen at any time in hockey. So we could be defending, and then just like that, we're up the ice going on offense. So kind of just all over the place. Yeah.
Okay, okay. And what do you think, like out of all the games you play? I mean, you've been playing since you were three. Did you ever have like a game where you left saying, "Oh my God, this is the best game I ever had," or "I scored the most goals in this game," or "I I blocked more shots for the goalie than he saved."
Um, yeah, definitely. I think I would have been 12 or 13 at the time. And it was playoffs. I don't remember it too well, but that's just kind of the first game that came to mind. I think it was one of those games where I just kind of felt the best. And then at the same time, I had quite a few points and goals that game. So that's probably, that'll be the game that I think of. So,
All right, okay. And what about like, did you ever have a game that you felt was like hard, like it didn't seem like anything was going your way, and you left saying, "Oh man, I could have did better."
yeah, definitely. I feel like I had one of those this year.
Oh, all right.
I think that kind of comes with every sport,
Oh
every kind of
yeah,
athlete. But I don't know. I think it's just kind of the way that you bounce back from that, and how you can kind of look back on that and maybe turn it into a positive, kind of get some feedback from the game. So
definitely, yeah. And how did it feel? Like you got drafted to the Ducks, and like how does it feel to actually be drafted to a team that's been around for as long as them?
yeah, obviously it's pretty cool. Been a lifelong dream, and it is for every single kid who plays hockey, is being able to hear your name called by an NHL team on draft day. But I kind of think the biggest thing was being able to experience that with my family in Vegas. I know that was a pretty special moment for me, my mom, my dad, and my sister. So I think it's just kind of cool from all the work I've put in and all the money and hours they've put into the sport and letting me be able to play the sport I love. So it was definitely special being able to share it with them.
Oh yeah. What are you looking forward to the most about skating on ice with the Ducks, about playing with them?
Kind of just being in the NHL, I guess. Like, I think that's obviously something that's pretty surreal and something you kind of dream of from a young age. So I think it would be pretty cool to kind of put on that Duck sweater and be able to
Yes.
play. So,
I know, like I mean, I've been following hockey for a while too, and I remember when the Ducks first formed, and it was like right after they made the films. So like you're playing for a team, not only are they known in the hockey world, but they're known in the movie world too.
yeah, exactly.
And I mean, to play this kind of sport, like it takes a lot of strength and endurance. Like, what do you do to keep your body in shape? Like, what kind of training do you do?
Yeah. So, there, like a time right now, I'd be working out 4 days a week, Monday to Thursday at 8:30 every morning. Um, the off season is kind of when you want to get stronger, maybe put on a little bit more weight. And then throughout the season, that's kind of when you're keeping that weight. you're not trying to lose weight, just kind of maintain that strength. So I think the off season is a huge thing in hockey, and I think that's what kind of makes or breaks players. So
Yeah. And of course, like you probably had to move from Canada to Anaheim, right?
not quite yet.
Oh,
I'm still in Everett with the Silvertips. So I'm at home in Canada right now for the summer, and then once September rolls around, I'll head down to Anaheim for a bit, and then probably back up to Everett for this season.
oh wow. Okay, nice, nice.
Yeah,
So you still got the best of both worlds yet. Like,
yeah,
you can still stay
yeah,
in Canada and play for the Silvertips, and you get to experience the Ducks too.
yeah, exactly.
Oh wow, that's awesome. I like that. And like, what about food? Do you watch what you eat, like, or are you on like any special diet, or do you eat whatever you want?
I'm not on like a crazy diet, but I'm definitely watching what I eat, kind of having the proper proportions of each meal, and then obviously not splurging and stuff like that. But I feel like, especially in the off season, eating habits is a huge thing. Obviously, when you're training like that, you need to be eating enough and eating the right food. So definitely watch it.
Okay. And do you like any other sports too besides hockey? Like, do you watch any other sports?
Yeah, I really like baseball.
Oh, okay.
I played it growing up, all the way till this year.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
Watched a lot of the Blue Jays growing up. So yeah, definitely baseball.
Wow. So you were playing from a kid till now. Like, you were playing both
Yeah,
sports then. You were playing
yeah,
hockey and baseball.
yeah.
Wow, okay. And when you're not playing hockey, what do you like doing during your free time?
Yeah, I do golf a lot. I kind of picked that up in the last couple of years, especially during the summer and in the off season. I'm golfing quite a bit. Um, yeah, so pretty much just golf, baseball, and then we farm back home. So in the off season, I'm on the farm quite a bit. So
Well, that's a great way to stay in shape too, because
yeah,
farm work is actually hard. Like, a lot of
yeah,
people don't think that, but it is. Like, I've seen it, and I've been on a farm. So
yeah,
yeah, like that definitely keeps you in shape with all the stuff you have to do around there.
yeah, definitely.
And what about songs? Like, what kind of music do you like listening to? What's on your playlist?
Um, I'm kind of all over the place. I like a lot of country, and then I like a lot of kind of rap, a little bit of Nickelback, stuff like that. But probably mostly I listen to guys like Zach Bryan and Morgan Wallen. Those are probably
Yeah,
my top
definitely.
artists. So,
Okay. And if you were hanging out with friends and wanted to do a karaoke night, what would be your song?
oh, probably One More Night by Maroon 5.
Ooh, it's a good one. I like
Yeah,
that. Nice.
that would be my go-to.
Okay. And I don't know if you follow like Marvel and DC comics and all that stuff, but do you have a superhero and villain that you like the most?
Yeah, I'm not a huge Marvel guy or anything, but I do have a favorite superhero. Probably Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
Well, those movies were a classic when I was younger. With Tony Maguire. I remember watching a lot of those. And then my favorite villain would also be from Spider-Man. I forget his name. Green Goblin, maybe the guy that like flies on.
Yes.
Yeah, that's his name. Yeah, I used to be terrified of that guy when I was younger.
Yeah. And once you start working for the Ducks full time, you'll get to travel all over. Is there any place that you would love to travel to that you haven't seen?
Yeah, I've never been to New York. I think that'll be a pretty cool place to go and see. I had a couple buddies who have been there, and they've said it's pretty sweet. So, and then
Um,
obviously Madison Square Garden, unreal place to play in. So,
Definitely. And it's huge there too. Like there's so much to do, and it's definitely crowded. Like when you're walking the streets, it's
Yeah,
like
I bet.
overly crowded. And which like your your food what food do you love to eat the most?
Steak is my favorite food.
Nice.
That's kind of my go-to is a nice steak, Caesar salad and potatoes. So
Oh man, that sounds awesome. I like that.
yeah,
I always ask my guests this when I have them on because I'm a big horror movie fan, like scary films. Are there any horror films that you like to watch?
yeah, I'm definitely a horror movie guy too.
Oh,
Um,
sweet.
I really liked all the Insidiouses. I think those are pretty,
Yes,
and then like the Conjurings are all pretty good, but I feel like they've kind of been lacking on good horror movies lately.
I know. But yeah, like all those films in that world's good. Like, did you like Annabelle and that creepy nun?
Yeah, I think it's kind of cool how all those movies sort of tie together, The Conjuring and then those two movies. So I've watched all of them and I enjoyed all of them. So
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I remember when I first saw that really creepy nun in those movies, I was like terrified of her. I was like,
yeah,
ugh.
exactly.
And are you more of like a coffee guy or a tea guy? Like, do you drink any of them?
I don't drink a ton of either. Coffee would definitely be my go-to. I drink a little bit more coffee during the wintertime than I do in the summer, but I enjoy
Mhm.
coffee. So
Okay. And what about like, are you more of a beach guy or more of like a hiking, camping kind of person?
um, I enjoy both of those, but I'd probably rather go to the beach. I love going to the beach and jumping in the water. So
Definitely, definitely. It's just a great time. Like just like, you
yeah.
know, hearing the waves, like laying on the sand, or you can even play sports on the beach. I mean, you can't play hockey on the beach, but you can play other sports.
Yeah. Yeah.
And is there anything coming up for you that you would like to talk about or plug? Like anything you're working on or going to be part of?
Um, no, not really, but I think just this season in general, playing in Everett for this year, I think it's going to be a super exciting year, and that's kind of what I'm building towards is playing in Everett, and then obviously Ducks camp in the fall. So I think this year should be fun and exciting. So
Sweet. And the last thing I will ask you is where can fans follow you at?
yeah, I'm probably most active on my Instagram. Um, I honestly forget my username. I think it's like Tarin Smith 24 or Tarin Smith dot 24 or something like that. But that would be where I'm most active. So
Okay, sweet. And they can follow like you're playing hockey for both teams, right?
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Nice. Well, thank you so much for doing this. It was really nice meeting you. Thank you.
yeah. I appreciate you having me on. Thank you very much.
Definitely. I live in Philly, so if the Ducks ever come to Philly, I'll come and watch it.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. Have a good one, bud.
Yeah, appreciate it.
There we go.